Institute of Engineering and Technology.
Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the second test for infinite series and its convergence. We have already seen two fundamental tests for checking whether given series is convergent or divergent. The first test was nth term divergence test, and second we already gone through integral test. Remember one thing, if your series is falling under a special category of geometric series, P series, harmonic series or telescopic series, no need to apply any test, you can come to the conclusion of convergence directly. But by chance it is not falling into this category, for that we are defining different tests to check whether it is convergent or not. So the first test in that series was nth term divergence test, second was integral test, and today we are going to start new approach towards convergence of series using comparison of given series with another series. So let us start our first part, which is infinite series. In infinite series, as we are going for comparison test, let us check how to define comparison test, what do we mean by comparison test, and what is our main objective in this test. So if I consider three series of non-negative terms, summation an, summation bn and summation cn, and if they are particularly with this inequality an less than or equal to bn less than or equal to cn for all n greater than n, that means now they are satisfying a particular inequality in which an is the lower bound, cn is the upper bound, and bn is dominated by these two bounds. My first observation will be this summation bn is convergent if and only if summation cn is convergent. This is quite obvious. And summation bn is divergent if summation an is divergent. So here in this case particularly, you can imagine a situation. Suppose you have three different size of boxes. The biggest box is with volume cn. In that you are putting another box which is comparatively with a smaller volume bn, and then in bn also you are taking another box of volume an. And then you are following a chain of all such boxes. Now what will happen if the series of Cn means the biggest box is ultimately convergent? Now that volume represents that individual term into that series. So what I am considering over here, that if the series Cn is convergent, that volume is tending to 0. Now as that volume is tending to 0, all the boxes inside that box, they are also with the 0 volume after certain level. So if you have a bigger box or a outer series which is convergent, then the sub series which is lying inside that series, it is also dragged towards 0 after certain level. So this is whole idea of comparison test in form of convergence. If you want to check or if you want to prove your series is convergent, find one super series, a bigger series than the given series which is convergent. So that series is dominating given series and it is tending to 0. So obviously this series which is lying inside that series must move towards 0. Now what will happen in other case? How to check whether given series is divergent using comparison test. So again I am assuming that same example, but now what is happening? A box which is lying at the innermost layer, that means Cn, under that you are putting volume Bn, and then inside you are putting An. Now if that An is divergent, means after a certain level the volume of An is expanding, and that means it will cross the volume of Bn, it will cross the volume of Cn after certain level, and so the volume of Bn and Cn also must be increasing after certain level. Then and then only this arrangement of boxes is possible. This simply means that if I want to prove my given series is divergent, I need to find one sub-series, a series which is lying inside that given series and it is tending to divergence. So this is whole idea of divergence using comparison test. We'll also see this thing graphically to make this whole comparison clear. First of all, I am taking example of convergence. Now see here, I want to prove that this blue bar or a series which is represented by Bn in blue color is convergent. So what actually I did, I considered a super series which is given by Cn, which is superior series, means superior in the form of those values are bigger than values of Bn at each and every level. If that is happening, if I can find such series which is superior or the super series than given series and it is approaching towards 0, obviously my given series Bn must approach towards 0. So that means to prove that blue series is convergent, I found one super series which is given by green color and it is approaching towards convergence. This is my first case of comparison test. Now suppose I want to prove divergence. If I want to prove divergence of this blue series which is given by An, then I need to find one series which is lying inside that series, a smaller series than given series, and it is divergent. So for that reason, I am considering a small series which is lying inside the given blue series by red color. So you can see a red series is moving towards infinity, and therefore I can say that blue series is going towards infinity also. And this simply means that to prove that An is divergent, I considered one sub-series Bn which is also divergent. Now here in this case particularly, you can see almost near n equal to 1, the values are in a reverse order. It may happen initially they are not obeying our condition. That means initially our red series is super series of the blue series, but after certain level red series will become sub-series of blue series. And that simply means that if I want to prove that the given blue series is divergent, I need to check whether any one sub-series is divergent or not. So that means if you can find at least one sub-series of given series which is divergent, or given series is divergent. And if you can find at least one super series of the given series which is convergent, then given series is also convergent. Now let us go for the limit of comparison test. Now the limit comparison test is working like this. Now in place of considering whole series at a time, what we can do, I can take An and Bn into the ratio, and if I can take the limit n tends to infinity and if it is resulting into a positive number C, then both of these series are with the same nature. That means if one is convergent, other must be convergent, one is divergent, other must be divergent. Now why this is happening? Suppose I take ratio of these two numbers An and Bn, and that is equal to C at infinity. I am taking n tends to infinity. That means after infinitely many terms also, An is equal to C times Bn. Now this C is finite and it is positive number. So that simply means that if one series is going towards infinity, other must be going towards infinity. And if one is moving towards 0, other is also moving towards 0. Why? Because they are scaled with a number C. So if An is equal to C times Bn at infinity, An and Bn, they are behaving similarly at infinity. This is the first case. Now what will happen if An is equal to 0 times Bn? That simply means that this is happening at infinity. And so if Bn is convergent, that means Bn will also move towards 0 after infinity. So An is actually 0 into Bn, and Bn is also 0 at infinity. This means that An is also moving towards 0. And so An is convergent if my given series Bn is convergent. Now what will happen if An is equal to infinity? An upon Bn equal to infinity. Now if Bn is divergent, for sure I can say that an is also divergent. See here, bn can be any another value also, and that will lead to the different possibilities of indeterminate form over here by taking limit. But I am not going into that part. Right now we need to understand that if an upon bn is infinity, that means that scaling factor itself is infinity in between these two, and if bn is divergent, obviously this part an is also moved towards infinity. So remember this thing. If an upon bn is c, the result is simultaneous. If an upon bn is 0, and if denominator series is convergent, numerator series is also convergent. If an upon bn is infinity and denominator series is divergent, numerator series is also divergent. Now let us move towards one example. If I take summation of 2n plus 1 upon n plus 1 whole square, I can see clearly here by expanding denominator, I am taking n outside from numerator, maximum value of n from numerator, maximum value of n from denominator. Now simplify it, it gives you 1 upon n. This 1 upon n is a very crucial term in this simplification. It gives you a part which is actually dominating the whole series. As we want to compare our given series with another series, so from given series summation an, I am observing another series bn. So the natural question would be how to identify that dominating part. So this is the trick which will help you to identify the dominating part. Take maximum value of n from numerator, maximum value of n from denominator, and simplify it. It gives you 1 upon n. So the dominating part which I want to observe, or a series with which I want to compare my given series, is summation 1 upon n. And I will take that series as bn. Now if I take my limit comparison test, then an upon bn, it will result into 2. Why it will result into 2? And that is with help of that previous case. See here, as I am taking an, so this whole term after simplification is an, then I am dividing it by 1 upon n. And then taking limit n tends to infinity will simply result into 2. And that means by limit comparison test, both of this series will be convergent or divergent simultaneously. But now if I look carefully, what is happening to bn? bn is nothing but 1 upon n, which is harmonic series, or a special case of p series which is divergent, and so the given series is also divergent. Let us check graphically. Now the blue series is given by 2n plus 1 upon n plus 1 whole square. So that blue bars are representing points on the given series. Now I am identifying one sub-series which is given by 1 upon n, which is lying inside the series and which is divergent. So if your series is containing a divergent sub-series, then obviously your series must be divergent. So this picture will make clear that initially it may happen that your series is not obeying the rules, but after certain level, after 2, you can say clearly, we can see from this picture that my sub-series, which is represented by red color, is divergent. And as it is holded by the series an is also divergent. So this is the whole idea of comparison test. So I hope all of you understand this comparison test. In comparison test, what actually we did, we compare our given series with another series, and we checked whether that new series is convergent or divergent, and then we imposed our result into the given series. In next case, we are going to discuss about ratio test and how to check whether given series is convergent absolutely or not. In upcoming lectures, we are going to discuss about alternating series, root test, Rabi's test also. Thank you.
LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology.